YouTube, here is our new skid loader. It is a Kubota SVL65-2 little guy, like 8,300 pounds, 8,500 pounds, something like that. It is a high flow machine. This is how Kubota sets up their high flow. It's got fairly large tubes here. Here's my thumb. I've got pretty big fingers, sausage fingers, but they're pretty good sized tubes. 7/8, I don't know, 7/8 an inch, somewhere around there if I had to guess. Case drain, 14 pin, high flow, low flow, or standard flow, whichever you want to call it, low flow. It'd almost be nice if it was tucked in protector or something, but that's not a super big deal. I do like the fact that, because you know me, I kind of like deers. The ASV was the same way. You could not see through the quick attach plate with the set of forks, so if you ever needed to load or unload a truck or something like that, you kind of had to I usually fork down and tip the forks into the pallet, and then I feel my way into it. It works okay, but anyways, I kind of pulled some of the stickers off because I hate all the stickers. They look like crap in a month after they get scratched, sun faded, and all that neat jazz. But I did have my dealer, which is, this is the first time in a long time I've bought something from him. We'll do a shout out to Coleman Equipment in Bonner Springs. Cody was my salesman. Super easy to work with. He got me an amazing deal. They did switch out the factory dirt tracks because they come with dirt lugs. They switched them out. Those are the Camso SDs, Sam David. Those are probably one of the best tracks you'll use in the snow, and we do snow removal, so watch for that video. We will have this machine out with a 8-foot and a 10-foot pusher. If it runs a 10-foot pusher, fine. We probably won't even own an 8-foot pusher anymore, but I always have it for backup in case somebody has a smaller machine. But you may ask why I went with Kubota. They're close. They're right down the street. I do like Kubota equipment. It's always very refined, you know, nice equipment. I don't have any issues. I've ran plenty of their tractors, but I just like the machine. It's the size I wanted. I wanted something. I don't need a 9,500 pound machine like the 325G John Deere we had. Yes, it was nice having a bigger machine, but this does everything that we will need it to do, or at least let's hope. I'll let you know because you're going to see all the videos on it. But I like this. The AC condenser is separated from the cooling pack because it is, can you see that belt right there? It is a belt drive fan and accessory set up on it instead of having a hydraulic fan. So what does that tell you? That tells you no reversing fan. So this does not have a reversing fan on it. But without having the condenser stacked back here on the cooling pack, we shouldn't have the issues that we had with the John Deere 317G, which was when we go out and brush hog in the heat, we would have issues with it overheating. And sometimes it was because it had grass and stuff in it, because we'd mow fields and whatnot. It wasn't brushy stuff, so we were actually getting grass, you know, dirt and debris and stuff in there. But I think a lot of it was the AC, because wintertime it wouldn't do it as much. So I think it was having the AC condenser stacked on this cooling pack that was helping, you know, contribute more heat to this. So hopefully this being up here won't be an issue, especially since this machine is a high flow machine. And I wasn't really going to get a high flow machine, but we were waiting for one to come in. This one came in, and he said, well, and that locks nice and secure, door doesn't rattle. But he basically told me, well, we can sell you a high flow machine for this X amount of dollars more if you want it. If not, you need to wait for another machine. And I said, that's fine, let's do a high flow, because low flow we're 17.456, somewhere around there, gallon a minute. And high flow we are 27 gallon a minute, which was what my John Deere 325G was. Granted, I don't have quite the horsepower as that, so my hydraulic horsepower is going to be lower. But if I need to run, you know, a 72-inch cutter, I think I'm going to get something open face I'm not going to go get another mulcher for this. That's not why I bought the machine. If I was going to run a mulcher, I would have kept the ASV, because that was the machine if you want a forestry machine. I figured out that I need a construction machine, and every once in a while I need to go brush hog stuff. One of the main things that I bought this machine for is legroom in the 317G, and I don't mind the radio. I need to put the radio in it. Legroom. So I've got pretty big feet for my size. I wear 10.5s or somewhere around there. This thing has a lot of room. Like, that to me would seem pretty comfortable. I could recline the seat back when I'm doing snow removal, and all you're doing is basically this, and every once in a while pulling this lever back, because everybody knows I run that Boss snow pusher. So that being said, this really seems like it would be entirely too comfortable to run for 10, 12, 14 hours at a time doing snow removal. Two, I don't know, see, we're sitting here and the boom arms are down. See how you can see down the back of that track? You might be able to see over here a little better. You can see, I can see right down the back of that track. And then the visibility in here, let me see if I can, I mean, this is about my head height. That's pretty damn good visibility. Yes, you have that crossbar on it, but that's pretty good visibility. I mean, we're coming out of an ASV where you don't have any visibility, but I sat in a 317 again before I bought this, and it literally, you can't see down the track unless you pick the boom arms up, because it's got a cylinder that kind of kicks down like this, and without picking that machine or the boom arm up just a little bit, you can't see. So, and then the door, everybody, you either like the door or you hate the door. I've always thought it was kind of stupid. Well, here's my new thought on it. With me working solely with my daughter, every once in a while with Corey, everybody sees Corey, my buddy, in the videos. We trade out work, but it's easier for us to do that. I can literally sit here like I am right now. I've got the window open. I can operate it. I can kick me a vent right to my face, so I've got AC. Yes, it's not going to be like the window's closed, but I can communicate with people without going, yeah, what'd you say? You know, you're going up here and putting your head up to the window and stuff like that. I just kind of figured it would be a whole lot easier to have a door like this. Two, if you've got an attachment on it to where, you know, you can't quite get out and you're trying to manipulate it to get the door open, you don't have that issue with this machine. And he actually told me a Lexan trick. I guess they put some 1/2-inch Lexan in this frame, and it actually supports it. So we may do that. I don't know. I think I might try to pull the glass out and maybe put security film on it, which if we do that, we'll do a video of that so you guys can find out what security film is. But anyways, other than that, I mean, here's your hydraulic quick disconnect, your wipers, there's your DPF, here's your AC controls underneath this armrest, AC and heat control. Then over here you've got your throttle, hydraulic. This is to scroll through. I mean, I guess we could fire it up. Let me show you guys. And I don't know this, it literally just got dropped off, so bear with me. But this is your bucket positioning. So to operate, you hit your green, I guess I gotta, oh, here, you have to put your other armrest down, Jason. Okay, so you hit the green button, and that turns your parking brake off and all that. If you want to set the parking brake, you click that and it turns your parking brake back on. So then you kick this off, and say you open your arm deal, see how it turns your lock and your hydraulic lock off. So you put your armrest back down and you click that, and you're ready to go. Now, I'm telling you what, the AC with this door open, it's kicking butt right now, to be honest with you. So these are your hydraulic, this is your hydraulic auxiliary, is what I believe he told me. We'll look at the sticker. Where's the sticker in view? Sorry. Oh, I guess you had it. Rocker switch. Yes. So that runs your hydraulics. Or if you want constant on, this is one way, this is the other way, which is kind of nice. Some machines don't do that, like the ASV, it had a control panel kind of up here, and you only had constant on one way. This way, if you have a bi-rotational brush hog or something like that, an auger, whatever, I guess you wouldn't have to continuous full an auger, but brush hog, you know, if you need to kick grass one way or another, you could, you know, kick it and then reverse it to go the other direction if you're running down the curb line or something. And then this is, I believe this is supposed to do your high flow. So that's your high flow. What does it do if you do that? Well, I don't know what that does. Maybe we'll have to read the book, but that should be your high flow and low flow. I just don't know what this little symbol is. I don't know what that would designate. Maybe I don't know. But anyways, here's your lights. 2 position, you know, one for the front and the other one for the back. And then, like I said, your wiper and quick disconnect and all that neat jazz over there. 2-speed is your trigger over here on the left hand side. Horn is marked physically on the deal. And then the other ones are your controls for your 14 pin. I don't know what this big rocker does. It doesn't show over there. I'm sure it's a control for the 14 pin, but it doesn't show. Actually, it does. Oh, yeah, so it's 14 pin control stuff. Float is this trigger on your right hand control, and obviously you would push down. Let's see if we can. Yep. I don't know. Normally, well, we'll have to look into that and see why that trigger's not doing float. Maybe it's not that trigger. Maybe it's something else. But I thought he told me it was that trigger. Anyways, like I said, I haven't learned the machine. Literally just got dropped off. These are so popular, we could not get a on-site demo. I had to demo one down there. But the price was super competitive. Everybody knows the Kubota name. The motor, you know, you're not going to have an issue with. And the 75 and the 95 have been out so long, and this has got the same hydraulic system as the 95. So I really did not feel like I was going to have any kind of issue at all with the machine. I felt very comfortable buying it. But time will tell. And let me know what attachments you want to see ran on this machine. If you want to see this machine run a Harley rake, we'll get a Harley rake. If you want to see it run a particular brush hog, if I have that supplier in town and I can get them to give me a demo for an hour or two or a day, we'll do that. He's actually going to look at Land Pride brush hogs, because obviously being a Kubota dealer, or well, the Kubota brush hog, I guess, but it's a Land Pride. He's going to look at it and see what he can get demo wise on the Kubota brush hog. And then we're going to look at a Bradco, possibly, maybe both of them, and we'll see how they run on the machine. I have a Bobcat brush cat that we're going to put on it, but any other attachments, guys, if you want to see it, if you want to see this thing pick up a particular amount of weight on a pallet, off a pallet, I've got a boom lift, whatever we need to make you feel better about a purchase. The machine's right here. You just tell me what you want on the front of it, send me an email, and I'll respond to it, and I will definitely see what I can do about getting something on the front of this machine to get you guys a video. So please subscribe, please like the video, and like I said, if you would, let me know what you want to see on this thing, and we'll get it on it. I mean, even if you want to see a mulching disc or something, let me know. I'll see what I can do, and we'll see if we can get one on the machine to see what it'll do. We'll put it through its paces, and I'm sure you'll see it on our wall jobs and whatnot, because this is our new machine. Thanks again for watching the video. Have a good day.